Recently, our grant application to fund a very important program for our daughters, for our girls, was turned down. What were we trying to do? Well, we observed that in terms of statistics for the UK, only 1 in every 4 girls between the ages of 7 to 21 say that they are confident about who they are, how they look. That means that 75% of our daughters, our young ladies, are not confident or have low self-esteem. And then in another statistic, 78% of girls aged 11 to 21 said that they know many of their friends who lack confidence. And we thought, all right, you know what? Let's put together a learning experience that will empower our daughters, build their confidence, improve their self-esteem, help them find their voices, and give them the courage to step forward anytime anyone abuses them online, or if they're involved in domestic abuse, or if they become a victim of the current trend of toxic masculinity. And so we thought we'll call the program Public Speaking for Girls, because that's a learning program, a course, a curriculum that's not being taught in schools, but will also equip our daughters with that skill that they need for a lifetime, the ability to confidently and convincingly articulate themselves, whether they're crying out for help, or whether they're having to report an incident, or whether they're going for a job interview, or simply have to present their thesis or dissertation in college or university. They'll have that skill and it'll stay with them for life. But guess what? Not just this funder. We've had 3 funders in a row that said, now we're not interested in things like this. And you probably say, oh, Samuel, maybe you put something wrong in the application. No, there was nothing wrong. And all the statistics were there. It's just that they don't see it as a priority. They just don't see it as something that's worth funding, even though it has to do with our daughters. Now, we're happy that this has happened because this is part of our story. And your story is part of your journey. And so here's what we're going to do. We're not going to moan and whine about it. We're not going to fight the system. What we're going to do is we're going to rise and ride the system. So this is what we're about to do. And there's no need to reinvent the wheel. We're going to adopt an approach that was used by the most popular man to ever walk the face of the earth. We are looking for 12 women. 12 women who have a story to tell. 12 women who have experiences which, if they are to share with the next generation of women, our young ladies, our girls, our daughters, if they're to share those life experiences with them, our daughters will be better equipped to face the challenges of the future. We are looking for 12 women who have such experiences, whether it has to do with their personal lives, their professional lives, how they have overcome obstacles and difficulties in life, how they've had to suffer or endure loneliness or being widowed, loss of a loved one, or if it has to do with their success stories, how they were able to overcome challenges like what we're facing, how they had to overcome rejection, and now have stories that are worthy of celebration. If you are a woman and you have such experiences or stories to tell, we would like to hear from you. And that's the reason why our project is called the Tell and Share Project. Community grassroots public speaking courses for members of the community to equip them to tell their story and share their experiences. So tell and share. And we're going to call this particular learning experience, we're going to call it Public Speaking for Today's Woman. And the focus, the theme will be My Story Matters. Can you say that with me? My story matters. Well, you didn't sound confident. All right, let's do something. Square up your shoulders. Come on. Square up your shoulders. Lift your head high. Don't look down. Lift your head high. Make eye contact with me because the eyes are the windows to the soul. All right, make eye contact with me. And on the count of 3, I want you to say, my story matters. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. My story matters. Very good. That was better. Now, do you see how a little bit of coaching can make a difference in how you articulate yourself? Very good. So we're looking for 12 women who have powerful stories, compelling life lessons that our daughters, our young ladies can learn from. All right, so that's number 1 requirement. Here's number 2 requirement. You must be willing to empower others. Yeah. So each woman who we coach in public speaking, who goes through public speaking for today's woman, and they're now equipped to tell their stories and share their experiences, each of those 12 women will now take on the responsibility with joy and gladness and willingness to coach 12 girls, 12 young ladies. So we discipled 12 and they gave birth to 144. How come? 12 times 12 is 144. And by so doing, we are adopting the village approach. Yes, you remember that old African adage that says it takes a village to raise a child? We're using the power of community and unity of purpose with the village approach to multiply ourselves through the younger generation. So that way, without the funding, the vision is fulfilled and the mission is accomplished. Can we count on your support? Now you may be saying, Samuel, I'm not a woman, but I identify with what you're saying. How do I support? Hey, we would love to hear from you because it's going to cost money and we're just stepping forward with faith and knowing how humanity is, the spirit of humanity and community. And we're saying, you know what, even though 3 funders could not see the value or essence of this vision, let's go back to the community because this project is going to benefit the community. And if you want to support us, whether it's a $5 or 500, hey, we will be so excited. We are a community interest company, and so based on our rules and regulations, we can't eat the profit. Whatever profit comes from this, we have to put it back into the community. So that's the advantage of being a community interest company. Essentially, we are not for profit. Now, if you're one of those women who say, Samuel, count me in, I want to be one of the 12. Hey, congratulations. All you have to do is send us an email. Send us an email, hello@tellandshareproject.org. Let me repeat that. hello@tell, T-E-L-L, and share, S-H-A-R-E, project.org. hello@tellandshareproject.org. We would like to hear from you. We would like to hear your story. You can just summarize it in 3 or 4 sentences, and then we will introduce you to the next step. We believe that, yes, we can, and this is going to be part of our story so that the next grassroots organization or community interest company or charity that gets turned down for funding, they will hear our story. They'll be uplifted and elevated, and they'll be excited to run the course with eagerness. That's the reason why we tell our story and share our experiences. Please journey with us, and we look forward to a wonderful and glorious outcome.